And then whenever one of the attorneys wants to present a piece of said evidence, they they do the dramatic pose and take that and shit like that. And then they either point at the piece of evidence that they want to present, or they literally walk to the table and pick it up to show it off, right? And then whenever they're doing this, there's this giant flat screen TV behind the judge that shows a zoom in of the piece of evidence. So that's how evidence works in this. Okay.
So just to be clear, is this an adaptation of the actual games or Phoenix Drive?
Oh, Phoenix Drive, obviously.
Fuck yeah!
Clearly. But, because Maya, as soon as they meet, she starts calling him Penic, as you know. So. But, anyway. So, yeah, the first episode is literally the first case where Phoenix is defending Larry. By the way, one cool thing Crunchyroll did is they actually have two subtitled versions of the show. One with the Japanese names and one with the English ones. So if you prefer one or the other, boom, you have your preference right there.
Not on the DVD, though.
Maybe, I don't know. But, yeah. I, of course, am watching with English names. So, yeah. Now, that said, this being the first case, they do edit some stuff for time. The whole sequence where Winston forces Phoenix to cross-examine Larry, that gets skipped in its entirety, for example. Which, okay, fair enough. That's not a huge thing. Although one thing I do wish they had kept was in the game when Winston is cross-examining Larry by himself, right? He's asking him questions, and at certain points you can have Phoenix signal to him whether he should lie or if he should tell the truth, right?
Mm.
I wish they had kept that sequence, because that sequence is fucking hilarious.
What should I do next?
Especially,
lie.
Exactly. Phoenix just doing these hand signals, and he goes, lie like a dog. I always get a kick out of it.
Mr. Wright, what are you doing? Nothing.
That said, they do give a little shout-out to if you fuck up or if you're not sure about something, because, when it's time for Phoenix to cross-examine, Frank saw it, right?
Mm.
He immediately goes, objection! There's a contradiction! And the judge is like, oh, where is it? And Phoenix is like, I figured you could tell me. So they include that, which is nice.
There's a penalty.
Here's a penalty, asshole.
Oh.
But, by the way, there's a bunch of little shout-outs to the game interface in this anime, because, for instance, when Phoenix is introducing himself to the audience, the little text box from the game actually pops up, for example. And I'll get more into this later, but, this anime seems to be taking advantage of the fact that, there's foreknowledge of the other games now. So it does little bits of foreshadowing.